What's up everyone, it's Porkflavored here. I am showcasing round 1 of the DigiDoomed art tournament that happened on 2/15 of this year. This is me on the left playing Minerva on loop, and my opponent Mazztadon on the right is piloting Gallantmon tonight. We both roll here. It looks like I believe I am going first in game 1 here. I'm just going to hatch a Demi-Miramon into a Gazimon and drop down a Analog Youth. We're revealing two Cerberusmon Werewolf modes and one Scatter mode. Gonna grab the Scatter mode. He's going to evolve into a Guilmon in the back. I think he pays the 1 for it, but I'm pretty sure he's not supposed to if it's over a Digimon, which it is. But then he just passes me over to 3 with the Memory Tamer. I'm gonna go ahead and move up that Gazimon and evolve into the Scatter mode that we grabbed. Swing into the stack, and we're gonna draw 3, trash 2 after we die. Trashing an Ignite-mon from the looks of it, and a Dark Lizardmon as well. We're going to draw 1 and trash 1 from the Demi-Mirror egg, going ahead and setting up the entire Minerva package in the trash here. So if I go into a Minervamon, I can go ahead and evolve that. But instead, I have another Minervamon in hand, so I'm just going to drop the Minervamon Digicross from the trash with the other Minervamon and bring out the 2, putting him all the way to 7, but I guess we'll see. He, I assume, would not have a full line this early in the game, so that's why I went ahead and did it. Figured I could flood the board and get a lot of attacks on the next turn. Instead, he is just evolving. It looked like he evolved for 3 into a Growlmon and then into the Growlmon X antibody, and he evolves there into the War Growlmon X antibody. So he goes all the way over to 1 here, so he does have full stack all the way up to Ultimate, at least, so we'll see. I believe he wasn't able to trigger the War Growlmon X effect because it did not have a War Growlmon or an X antibody under it. He's reading off his inherits to me. I believe he didn't have any pops on him, but he does swing, and he hits the. I just go ahead and block with the retail, and he says, "Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot it had retail." Even though I just told him, but he just goes ahead and passes me over to 3 with the Guilmon, revealing and grabbing. I believe he grabs the Growl X here. I was kind of surprised when he didn't grab the Crimson mode, but I assume he probably had another one in hand, but just no regular level 6 Gallantmon. So it's over to my turn with 3. I'm going to hatch a Demi-Mirror and evolve up into a Gabumon. And from here, we just go ahead and start swinging. We got the Mervamon, and it's going to hit that Gallantmon X in the security, which is good for me. I do tap the Analog Youth and gain another memory, and I'm just going to drop a purple memory boost down, revealing 2 options, and a Gabumon and a Psychmon. I think we just pick up the Gabumon here. I thought for a while on this one, actually, of course, it's sped up 2 times. So yeah, just grab the Gabumon and put it in hand, and from here, oh yes, I'm looking in trash because I do have Revive from Darkness in hand, so I'm just going to pop the Ignitemon and pull out a Cerberusmon, which has 9k DP, which most of his deletion-based effects aren't going to hit over 9k, at least up until he gets up into like Mega levels. I know at least that much about the Gallantmon deck. I'm not too sure about most of the effects. He evolves here into a... we do a mistake here. He evolves into a War Growlmon. He said he was evolving into a Growlmon. We both trashed 3, and he's triggering the War Growlmon effect to play out the Tocado. And we're just sitting here, and he tries to evolve into a Growlmon X, and he's like, oh wait, no, I have a War Growlmon now. He evolves into a War Growl X, and this is where I correct him. I say, wait, you just evolved to level 3 into a level 5. What's going on? And he's like, oh yeah, I have the other pieces of the line in hand, so he just evolves into the Growlmon, and we try to repair the game state here. I realized that we were supposed to, he was supposed to pay 1 less memory, and we were supposed to mill 1 less card. I think he mills 1 extra card here instead. I put 1 card for my trash back on the top, which is cool because I was like, I kind of want that mat. But I do know that he has the rest of the line in hand, so he evolves up into the Wargrowl X, or no, regular Growlmon X, and evolves a Guilmon X in the back, and then now I believe he evolves into the Wargrowl. Just thinking here. Oh yeah, this is where he's asking me the DP of the Cerberusmon because he wants to try to kill it, but I don't believe he can. Even with the Growlmon X inherit, I believe lets him hit 2k more. So he pulls up into the Wargrowl X. We do trash a 3, and now we go ahead and play out the Tocado because we realized that he was supposed to have play out the Kato on the level 5, not the level 4. So I go ahead, it's my turn. He gave me enough memory to evolve up into the Minervamon. I'm going to evolve into the Minervamon and immediately hit into a Gaia Force, which he decides to kill my Minervamon for some reason. I guess he forgot that I could also bring back Minervamon from the trash with it, which gives me 3 more attacks, and here I am just going to think for a moment because I know he probably runs Crimson Blaze, and I don't want to get too screwed over here. Don't forget to tap the Analog Youth, get another egg, get some more draws in here. I'm going to swing with the little guys first and see what happens. We swing with the Gabu, hit a Guilmon. I'm going to get a draw 1 and trash 1 there from the Demimera, which is going to be a Cerberusmon, and then we'll just swing in with the Dark Lizardmon. Hope it's not anything too painful and it survives, and I'm just going to swing with the Mervamon for game. So that is game 1. We'll go ahead and go into game 2. While we're shuffling up here, I'm going to go ahead and explain. I had a little bit of an audio flub in the stream for this recording session. I ended up fixing it after round 1 because one of the people in my chat reminded me, or notified me, that my audio was not being picked up. So that's why I'm doing a voiceover of this. If you guys like the voiceover, please let me know in the comments, and I'll consider doing more of these in the future. It's actually not too difficult for me, so I wouldn't mind doing it, to be honest. So we're going to go ahead and go into game 2 here. I think we're still shuffling up, getting our security set up. And I believe he decides to go first here. Yeah, so he's going to go ahead and hatch the Digimon. And he does not have a rookie in hand from the looks of it, so he just drops down a Takado, passing me to 3. I'm going to have the Gabumon over the Demimera and another Analog Youth. Unfortunately, I am going to probably have to let the Eismon go here because I really need the level 4. I'm going to grab the Dark Lizardmon and immediately evolve it, passing the opponent to 1, which I think is pretty good. He does get the level 3 off the draw for turn, and he evolves it back into a level 4. The starter deck Growlmon, and passing me to 1 there. I'm considering here whether I want to move up. I do move up because I decided to need those draws. I swing for the Dark Lizardmon. Thankfully it dies. I get a draw, and then 2 draws from the Gabumon, and then 1 draw from the Demimeramon. And I have to discard 2, 1 for the Gabumon and 1 from the Demimera. The discards are going to be Cerberusmon and, from looks of it, Mervamon. So Josh is pretty set up. I get another Analog Youth, so I go ahead and fire it off and grab the 1 of Death Xmon, getting another Ignitmon and trash. So here he is going to go ahead and pull up into the level 4. He's thinking here on what he wants to do. I will say one thing that I think I did a pretty good job of in this game is not leaving too many things on board at crucial moments when he could just pop and go off, because I know you are able to gain a lot of memory with the War Gromon X when you pop multiple bodies with it. So he maybe should have stayed in the back. He goes ahead and just evolves into a level 3, passing me to 2, or level 5, passing me to 2 for 3 cost. And I do have an Ignite into a Scatter Mode into a Cerberusmon, so I'm going to go ahead and pass him all the way back over to 3, but I do have a good stack in the back. If I get enough memory next turn and I have the loop, I could perform the Minerva loop. Or if I have a Cerberusmon, I can just go crazy. So he gets a Guilmon and evolves it into a Guilmon X in the back. I think he's still searching for the Mega. I'm pretty sure he just was struggling to find a Mega this entire match. So yeah, definitely a good player. He knew mostly what he was doing with this deck. I think he messed up a little bit on some of the like evolution conditions and stuff, but otherwise it was really just unfortunate that he was just never seeing any Gallantmons to actually evolve into. So he's reading his effects here, trying to decide whether he has anything he can actually do with the Mega. I know the Takado gives it Blitz, so he could Blitz, but he hasn't passed turn yet. And he's trying to decide whether he should go ahead and attack with the level 5. He, I guess, decides that it was too risky. He goes ahead and drops down a hero. He's going to pass me over to 3, which is a whole lot of memory. If I got the 3, I can evolve them into Minerva here and just start going crazy with Revive from Darkness and pulling back Cerberusmons, because I do believe I still have the I have a Werewolf mode in trash, or at least in hand. So I'm kind of deciding, do I want to move out here? Do I want to go crazy? I'm sure I don't have the Minerva in hand because I would have just gone straight for it. Now I'm trying to decide whether I should attack. I know I still have to worry about Crimson Blaze and possible Gaia Forces and security, so I don't want to go too crazy with my 6k DP dude, even though the 2 Analog Youths would trigger. I want to be a little bit careful with it here. So I push up the Cerberusmon, and I'm sitting here for a while trying to decide what I'm going to do, but I do believe I end up just deciding to pop it for another Cerberusmon Werewolf mode. So we're going to pop it and gain 2, draw 2, and then draw another one and trash another one from the Demimera. We get another egg, so we get to evolve another level 3, evolve more, or draw more rather. I think I'm just searching here for the Minervamon. Probably had most of the loop in hand, but I swing with the Cerberusmon, hitting a level 3. Turns out I guess I could have just hit with the regular Cerberusmon and survived and then gotten an extra check off. But instead, we're just going to evolve in the back into an Eismon. This is where the misplay on my part happens. I drop down the Death Xmon because I really just want to kill the body that's on board, but he corrects me and tells me that he has an X antibody Digimon over another level 5, so he's actually protected from the Death X, which he knew I had in hand, so it was a good play around for him, knowing that he had 2 Tamers on board. So instead, I decided to just go for the Jax Raid for 1, evolving up into the Mervamon. The Mervamon's on-play effect is also an on-Digivolving effect, so he ends up pulling out the Ignitemon. I'm going to swing with the Ignitemon that has Rush from the Mervamon's effect, popping the Mervamon, and then popping the level 5 stack with it. The Ignitemon, of course, dies in security, but that's fine because next turn he is going to go to 3 anyway, and I have the Cerberusmon in the back, ready to go ahead and do all of that one more time. So it's his turn. He's going to go ahead and push out that X antibody level 4, so I've at least slowed him down a little bit. He's going to evolve for 3 into the regular War Growlmon, which is going to mill us here, right? Did we forget the trigger on that mill? I think we've got the trigger on that mill. So instead he's just going to go ahead and swing. He's deciding he's not going to see the level 6 anytime soon, and I'm going too crazy. He probably needs to draw from the egg. And he is swinging for 10k, so he's fairly safe. He's going to go ahead and swing into my security. He's just going to try and start getting that aggression on. He hits a Deathclaw, which would have killed a level 4, but he doesn't have any level 4s on board, so it's all good. And I guess he's just deciding here. He does find a Searcher Guillemon, so Searcher Guillemon drops down, and he does get a starter deck Gallantmon. So he finally has level 6 in hand, pulls that to hand, but I'm not sure if he's going to actually see another turn here. I'm going to go ahead and pull out the Cerberusmon, and I believe it's just a repeat of last turn. I think my best play in hand is probably just the Werewolf mode. We'll see here in a second. Yep, go ahead and drop the Werewolf mode down, go up to 5 memory again, hatch my last egg. This time we're going to get even more draws from the 2 from the Cerberusmon, the 2 from the Gabumon, and the 1 from the Demimeramon, and a whole bunch of discards. So a bunch of things are going to trash. And we got the Gallantmon in the back to evolve. I will swing with the Cerberusmon Werewolf mode here at some point, I'm sure. I'm trying to decide whether I should swing at the stack or at the security. I think I was originally saying at the stack, but then decided that I had lethal if I just swung at the security. So I'm going to go ahead and evolve into the Minervamon here. I do have the Revive from Darkness, which is going to pop the Minervamon for 4 cost, and finish resolving, pulling out the Cerberusmon. Minervamon will then trigger, now that he only has 2 Digimon on board, pulling out the Cerberusmon Werewolf mode. It'll pop the Cerberusmon and gain 9 memory, effectively a +5 memory play. So go ahead and swing the Cerberusmon Werewolf mode here, and I have exactly enough memory to Digicross with the Ignitemon and Trash for 8, going into the Minerva here, pulling back the Ignite and Dark Lizard, and going ahead and swinging for game after I gain that 1 memory. So yeah, that is going to be it for that game. I hope you guys enjoyed, and leave a like down below, comment, let me know if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.